DIY chateau hopping and antique shopping. What could possibly be better than that?
Air conditioning?
Yeah, definitely air conditioning. We are all dressed up and we are off to a beautiful chateau wedding for Anne's son. Now, you guys know Anne. She is my very lovely porcelain painting friend who also happens to be a beautiful countess and the chatelaine of the gorgeous Chateau and Mill of Teval. But this week, yes, it is a scorching one. It has been up near 104 degrees for most of the week. This week has been about progress on our entrance hall.
Before we begin though, I just want to thank all of you for your beautiful comments and support over our last video. Sharing such personal information was hard, but it really helped us with the grieving process. And we especially loved hearing all of your own personal stories. So thank you for that. It's incredible actually how much we all have in common. But today,
Ooh, yes, today we are continuing with the work in the entrance hall, and we have discovered the answer to a huge mystery we've been trying to solve ever since we bought the house.
exactly how old really is our chateau?
Now, we've known for a long time that it's a Belle Époque chateau. It's got lovely Art Nouveau ornamentations and other lovely things, but there are very few records about the property, probably because the Great Wars happened so soon after it was built. In the midst of our demolitions, our really fun demolitions, we made an incredible discovery inside the walls. And also,
But the thing that has cheered me up most this week is seeing friends. We're going to take you with us to Terry and Ash's chateaudelalacelle for a very happy celebration. But will Vivian and Isabella be able to find the perfect gift for Terry, a man with very precise tastes? And finally, a visit to a brocante with several of the chatelaine, which might solve one of our entrance hall dilemmas.
first I want to show you the devastating effects that this heat wave has had on our garden. It is so very sad. Our beautiful roses, all of our lovely plantings, the grass, but sadly not the weeds. This is what's going on. We've been out here watering every single morning, and honestly, it's just killing us, and it's killing the plants too. Just scorched to death, our roses. Now let's go see what's going on in the entrance hall.
Well, we're carrying on with the hall, and I need to take this pillar out here. Sawing across here manually because I don't want to use an electric saw. Right, this is loose, as you can see. And it doesn't seem to be supporting because I've got no obvious collapsing. So let's see if it'll lift out.
So there it is. The big post is out. That is fantastic. And once that's painted, we'll barely know that that supporting beam is there. Absolutely incredible.
Come and have a look at this. It's pretty cool.
Does that say 1889?
That says 1889.
Made the 22nd of July. That must be the builders or the architects.
Yeah. Looks like Grudier or Gruchet Armand.
Until the 18th of August, 1889.
Menuisier Le Monceau. Le 18th August 1889.
That is so cool.
The frame here is out.
The reason this discovery makes us so happy is that this now dates the Chateau, its creation, as being 1889. And then it looks like the woodwork was being done. It says here, fait le 22 juillet, the 22nd of July, 1907. And this has been so confusing for us because there are these wonderful ornaments, these medieval arts and crafts guys, and it says 1904 and 1908, but we knew that 1904 wasn't correct. So what this would suggest is perhaps the interiors began in 1904 and were completed in 1908, which would tie in with this date here. So 1889 to 1908. So it took quite a long time for this chateau to be finished. We're getting busy and getting packed because we are off on an adventure. We are finally going to be able to see some of our friends. Now, you guys may have noticed that we haven't seen any of our friends for several months. And we've had a lot going on personally, and we have not had a moment to really connect with our friends or do a lot of social things. But that is about to change because today is Terry's birthday. And how can we miss Terry's birthday? Terry and Ash have been such good friends to us. You know, they helped us find that extraordinary mirror that we are now working on for the entrance hall. They even went with us with their van to collect it. They joined us in Parma where we had the best time. Ash took Simon on, I think, what must be the greatest day of his whole life, where they got to see a football game in Italy together. And so, of course, we absolutely have to be there for his birthday. Now, the very first thing, though, is that I spent all day yesterday with my darling, Simon's got his football hat on in the background. My darling second daughter, who's not my biological daughter, I cleared that up recently. The one who we have a miniature in our room that looks just like her, but she doesn't like to be on the vlog. She and I went shopping all day yesterday to find the perfect gift for Terry. Now the question is, did we find it? Let's go see. I've come into our local village of La Château because I need to find a gift for Terry's birthday. We're on our way to Terry and Ash's house. We haven't seen them in months and I can't wait to see them, but what to buy the guys who have very distinctive taste. And Terry especially, he loves beautiful things and he also knows exactly what he wants. And so like shopping for most men, this is gonna be a challenge. But also, having come into the village, this weekend is the 24-hour race, the Le Mans 24-hour race. We live very close by, and this little village is also known for being the village where the racers used to stay back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And so the hotels here are iconic, and it's a bit of a mecca for people to come and look at the cars, go to the race nearby. It's a great, great village. I love it because it's got about 30 or 40 antique stores. Other people love it for the cars. And it's a beautiful day. Let's just keep our fingers crossed we can find something for Terry. But first, let's have a look at these cars. Now, I know I've said this before, but if any of you out there are looking for a man, this is the place to be. I have never seen so many dudes in one place. They are here, obviously, for the cars, but there are a lot of them of all ages. So ladies, or gents even, if you're looking for a guy, this is the place. It is also the place to see some very swanky cars. And that's the Hotel de France right there, known for generations of drivers, racers, and car enthusiasts. Lovely shops everywhere, but which one is gonna have the perfect gift? My first stop, of course, has to be Mariana's shop because she always has the most beautiful things and she really is my favorite. So I think we'll stop there first. And if we don't get lucky with her, then we'll carry on to some of the others. Well, I can't believe it. For the first time ever, Mariana's didn't have anything. So now we're here to see Fred. And Fred's a bit more of a challenge to find the treasures, but he sometimes has them. That looks like a special chair under there. Look like two very special chairs. It's a plaster cast, and Terry does like his plaster. I bet he could find something to do with that. Just when I'm really under the gun to find something wonderful for Terry, I can't find anything at all. And obviously, he needs something really special. Melanie, we are striking out everywhere we go. We can't find anything.
Nothing.
This is terrible. I'm going to be the worst friend ever if I can't find the perfect gift for Terry.
We'll find something, I'm pretty sure.
I know, we're getting so desperate that we're seeing all these guys with their Le Mans 24-hour t-shirts, and we're starting to think maybe t-shirts are a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ideas?
A racing car?
I can't afford to buy him a racing car. If I could afford to buy Terry a racing car, I would.
It's always difficult, especially for men, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
And he's a fancy man too. He's got like really good taste, and he has really fine things in his home. And he's also a great designer, and so even something that I think is pretty, I'd have to be really confident he would love it, or else he'd feel obligated to stick it on his wall. And I don't want to do that.
And pretend to like it.
And pretend to like it.
You know, like put it on the wall while you're visiting, and then once you leave, he takes it off of the wall.
Exactly. So I don't want to spend all this time finding something I think he'll like, only for him to be like, oh no, what are we going to do with this piece of junk, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we have to keep shopping.
Oh, how sad.
But at least I get to spend the day with you.
Yeah,
I'm not home
exactly.
doing DIY.
Exactly.
Simon's home plastering right now.
Exactly.
We're playing hooky.
To the next place.
We're having a girls' day out. Now we're going to step away from the video, or shall we say, skip, run, hop, to show you a day in the life of a Chatelaine. Now, being a Chateau owner is not always easy, especially on the feet. And I'm going to be running around all day. I've got so many exciting things to do, but I do actually suffer from a lot of foot pain, so comfortable shoes are essential. However, I also love beautiful shoes, so the two are not always mutually compatible. Thankfully, Vivaya is going to take me from morning to evening in blissful comfort. Now, without even having to bend over, I'm going to slip into my gorgeous, breathable, slip-on all-day mesh sneakers. They're machine washable and even APMA accepted, so I know they're going to feel great all day. Starting the day with our sweet doggy, we're going to take a big walk around the lake right next door to our chateau. It is so beautiful here, and we can't believe this is right on our doorstep. I've already done nearly 9,000 steps, and the morning has just begun. Next up, we've got to go buy the lovely baguettes for the day. And of course, every day is a DIY day at the Chateau, and happily, these sneakers are perfect for work and play. Now, the weather is getting hotter by the hour, so I'm going to slip into something breezy for a bit of antique shopping in our local antiques village. My Cara 2.0 sandals are perfect, like walking on a cloud. They're so lightweight with zero friction or break-in time, arch support, a heel pillow, so no chafing, and they look absolutely adorable. But the day's not over yet. We have been invited to a neighboring Chateau dinner party, and I adore heels. But usually my feet detest them, but not with these Arabella pointed toe stilettos. I cannot believe I can finally wear stilettos again. They are so comfortable with stretchy bendable uppers, arch supports, and an ankle strap, so I can dance all night in these or stand around talking to everybody at the cocktail party. And that's what I call a perfect day in the life of a Chatelaine with no foot pain. Now, Vivaya comes in dozens of gorgeous styles and colors, so check out the link below and even get a discount if you use my code. Vivaya items sell out very fast, so grab them while you can. Now back to our adventures. Okay, in our quest for the perfect gift, we are yet at another antique store. This is another one of our favorites called La Brocantec. It's near Tours. Let's hope this place has something for Terry. Okay, let's have a go. We haven't been here in a while. That's pretty. Yeah, this place has beautiful things. This is interesting. What is this big brass thing over here? Holding all these bottles? That's fascinating.
I can't figure out what it is.
I can't either. So I just saw this for Terry, thinking that they might love this, but it's not silver, it's stainless steel. It does have gold accents, which is very pretty and might be useful for them, but I'm not sure if he would love it. I just spotted a beautiful set of furniture, Louis XV style. The silk is in great condition, and the price is certainly right. I just spotted a picture that I really like. It's called The Sermon of Love, old 18th century etching. So this was after Fragonard, very romantic. I'm not sure if that would be Terry style though. It is definitely mine.
Real marble, is it?
I think it is. It looks like onyx and marble.
Yeah.
That's quite a good price for that.
That is extremely good price. I mean, the only thing is that you don't have the pieces.
Exactly, but those are quite easy to get.
Yeah.
I really like this for myself. For jewelry.
What is this for inside? It's for jewelry?
It's a display cabinet, but it's really pretty. We are striking out everywhere we go, literally everywhere. Well, as you can see, it was incredibly disappointing, and I came up with a conclusion that I often come up with, which is the best gift, the most personal and the most thoughtful, is jewelry. It might have to be jewelry. What jewelry to give to Terry? Well, there is one set of jewelry that I know that he loves because he was with me when I purchased it. It's the beautiful cufflinks we found in Parma. We actually found two sets that we thought that Terry and Ash would love, but this was the chosen set. In fact, both Terry and Ash were like, that's the Middlesbrough lion. So I don't know if you guys remember that, but this is what we got in Parma. Tell me, which set of cufflinks do you like best? And this was their reaction.
Oh wow. The little Normandy crest with the fleur de lis on.
Yeah, they've got
Little Normandy lions.
look, they're, if you turn around, they could be those as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, I like them both. I like them. Red ones.
And it's hard to choose, isn't it? That's why I had to buy them both. You both like those ones?
Yeah, they're beautiful. Oh, there you go. It's a Middlesbrough lion? What?
It's a Middlesbrough lion.
Watch this.
Exactly. So it came from Middlesbrough all the way to France.
It's yours, so it's Middlesbrough in France. Look at that. That's our lion. There you go.
It's the Middlesbrough lion. Oh my gosh. And then is this like somebody's flag on the other side? Whose colors are those?
Let us know as soon as we go on the website.
Now I'm going to pack them up, and they're going to be Terry's. There we are, all wrapped up and ready to go. Just got to do my bow and key. Now, if you want to treat yourself or a loved one, why not check out the Chateau Love website featuring art, bags, gifts, antique and vintage jewelry, and so much more. And we've made it. You know, every time we come here, they have accomplished extraordinary things. I wonder what today is going to be like. Last time we were here, we were painting baseboards in the freezing cold. And we made it better late than never. So we just got here, parked the car, and the first thing that everybody said was,
Let's go to a brocante.
and of course we said, absolutely. Patrick and Stuart are here too. So this is a really fun reunion. We have not seen anybody for ages. Goodness, what a beautiful location for a brocante. They said there was garden furniture, but they didn't quite prepare us for this. Look who it is, the birthday boy, and Patrick and Stuart. We haven't seen you guys in ages. Happy birthday. I want it all. It's your birthday and I want it all. Oh, this is gorgeous. Such an interesting building.
You've got so much like architectural stuff for your garden.
I love it. Look, an entire Victorian looking greenhouse. Oh, yes, ready to hop into. Actually, it's really hot today. It looks very tempting. This is so beautiful. So very beautiful.
Let's go see some taros. Apparently
They make them here.
Really? Show
Yeah,
me.
but using the old methods. So
Lead the way. I've got my eye on gazebos. I'm having tremendous gazebo envy. I wonder why. Is this where you got yours?
Yes, yeah. There's the same one there, but slightly smaller.
Beautiful. And Ash did the most gorgeous job painting it.
When you see the state of it, I think
Yeah.
if we realised how much work it was going to be, then we might have looked at maybe not doing it or doing something different.
Right.
But seeing it finished now is just magnificent.
But also you went authentic, so that's good.
Yeah.
At least you can
Yeah.
go to sleep at night knowing
Yeah.
you didn't order it from Temu, right?
No, and like I said, it was all they make everything here. So all of these are all handmade. They're all hand forged here.
So they make them here.
Yes,
Oh, how
yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, they make like all of the gazebos, mackies, pagodas, whatever you want to call them.
Beautiful.
They make gates. They make all of the posts. So all of the.
So they have a
stone-
full-on ironworks going on here.
They
That's
restore
fascinating.
all of the old cast iron radiators. So if you've got all the old cast iron radiators. And I don't know if it's still here yet, we haven't got around there, but this is where we spotted the original Louis XIV wood panelling that had been taken from a hotel, where
Yeah.
this is like pretty much all for it.
The way they've got it laid out too is incredible.
Yeah, and the setting, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it
And
is.
there's a whole wall.
A whole wall of tiles. Yeah, that we knocked the wall down.
Yeah.
Sadly, we couldn't wait for you. We got impatient, but it was fun. It was fun.
brilliant. In your video seeing it, I was just like, wow, just how much space it's opened
And
up.
light, the light as well. I went nuts with that sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It turns out that I'm a demolition girl.
I've seen you. You were in trouble.
Maybe later I'll tell you what I was thinking about. Oh, I know.
I'm going to be a fly on the wall for that one.
Yeah. This really is a land of treasures. So now that we've knocked through the entrance hall door at our chateau, we have a quandary about what to do with the stairs. A lot of people have suggested extending the stairs, but then we have the issue of the supporting beam, so we may need to keep them as they are. Some have proposed putting down, because we're going to get rid of the tiles, authentic and caustic tiles like these ones to kind of match the original tiles that are in the orangery. And some of these are very beautiful. But I also love to do mosaic tiling, as you know, like the mosaic tile in the kitchen. And so I'm kind of tempted to have a little mosaic tile project. And of course, the impatient side of me just wants to do this. I actually am very drawn to this pale blue and taupe.
that's hysterical. That's exactly the one I looked at.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that is exactly the one that I was looking
I
at.
think we totally have the same taste. And also when you think about all the colors in the downstairs of our chateau, the fact that all of our sofas are that color, a lot of the walls, the kitchen,
That'd be perfect colour.
it is very pretty.
Perfect.
And it's interesting to see how they're made. And caustic tiles are much thicker than standard tiles. So a standard tile is about this thickness. And look, you can see the difference, which makes them harder to cut. Have to use the grinder and a proper water saw, but that's not a problem because I've got one and I love using it.
It's not too bright,
Exactly.
because there one or two there are nice, but they've got these big reds. This one up here is pretty, but it has like the red and the blue. It's a bit much.
Well, they're making a very big statement. I do like the fleur-de-lis, for example, but it's a big statement. And sometimes you just want something that's going to just gently lead the way, because we're going to have a lot going on in that entrance hall. Well, why don't we find out how much it costs? That'll be a
72
deciding...
euros a square metre.
Well, the good thing is I think we only need like 2 or 3 square
Well, yeah,
meters.
I was gonna say,
It's a
6
tiny
square
area.
meters, that's pretty good coverage, and I think we'll be fine.
So another great thing about this place
Yes.
is we can see all the terraces, like in a row. If you're thinking about terracing, we just walk a few feet. Inspiration. Do we like slate? Do we like travertine? Do we like terracotta? But I think we know what Ash and Simon like. They like to kick back and relax in the shade. This is beautiful.
It's nice and flat.
Comfortable. Ooh, this one's like a bed. And there's even more inside. Secret gift for Terry for his birthday. I proposed it was for water, but you think it's for something else. It's again in the gorgeous 401 suite. It is always such a pleasure to stay in either of the suites here at La Lacelle. They're both So gorgeous, very different from each other, but so comfortable and calming. Honestly, we could just hang out in here all night. But right down below me, looking out the window, the party is getting started and we cannot wait to join our friends. It is just so good to be back with everybody.
I need some cufflinks.
Okay. So I brought 2 pairs of cufflinks, the other 2 pairs that I bought in Parma. So it's kind of celebratory of our time together. As you know, I'm giving 1 pair to Terry.
Yes.
So you have to choose the pair that you like from the other 2 pairs. Remember, they're both enamel and they both feature dogs.
They do. I love those.
I love his little face. The red ones are really elegant too. It's really hard to decide.
Fun. I kind of like these. They're kind of fun.
The great thing about these is it's 2 pairs of cufflinks in one. They're sterling silver on both sides, but this one has a turquoise in it, and this one has the best hand-painted little face, enameled, and they're
gorgeous.
Victorian, maybe Edwardian. They're very, very old.
Yeah, how do they look?
Oh, very snazzy indeed. Just like you.
They're nice, aren't they?
Okay, shall we go downstairs?
Yes, let's do that.
Awesome.
Ready?
Let's go.
All here because of this wonderful person. Yeah.
Aww.
And it's his birthday today, and he's grand old age of 21. We're happy with that. So Orio's been working well. It has.
Good old oil of you.
Let's all wish him the happiest of birthdays.
Happy birthday.
We had such a nice evening last night, and I can't believe I can wake up and look at this beautiful ceiling. I think everybody is waiting for breakfast downstairs. I'm hoping Terry's going to open his gifts this morning, and then we're going to swing back by La Croix Boisée, our house, and then I've got to hit the road, and I can't believe it, but I'm heading to Lalande. It's a busy weekend. I also get to wake up to this beautiful bathroom. And best of all, look at the view outside of the front windows. Terry and Ash's front garden is coming along so beautifully. I can't wait to see those fountains up and running. So this is just a little something we found for you yesterday at the shop that you took us to. And I said, Terry's got to have this.
Oh, you picked that up. I don't
Especially with this fine stubble that he's got going on.
Oh.
And Ash was quick to point out that that this has multiple uses.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
I just had one idea in mind with all the hard work that you do, but
Intrigued.
no, Ash. Ash had bigger ideas.
It's not a bottle of gin.
No, that's
or,
Multiple use.
or is it? Or is it?
Oh,
Oh,
little flask.
yeah, lovely.
The essentials can be whatever essential you think belongs in there.
Chocolate.
Naturally. Oh, actually, that's a really
yeah.
good one.
Hot chocolate.
Journeys, you always have to.
I was just thinking fancy water bottle, but everyone else is like, no, gin, hot chocolate, all these other things.
Why did I put water in there?
Oh, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. And after what can only be described as a quest to find you the perfect thing, and I kept finding things I thought you might like, but then I thought, oh no, I'm not going to mess with this decor. I mean, you have some very particular things going on. And the worst thing is when somebody gives you something, you're like, oh no, I've got to find a place to put it and everything. And so there were a few things I was like on the fence about. But then it was like, oh, I don't know. This one I was sure of. This is just a little reminder of our time together in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And also a little reminder of Middlesbrough.
Really?
Have you guessed it yet?
No. Oh. So when we were at Italy, and Vivian found them, and she was showing us them, and we just said how beautiful they were,
Yep,
cufflinks.
cufflinks.
But because Ash spotted that they've got the Middlesbrough lion on.
Right, you see.
Them, and they're nice to have occasionally
Yeah,
for, like, you know,
Special
either
occasions.
formal or just casual.
Absolutely.
I like the fact that you can wear them like both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh, they're a beautiful
Well,
set,
Simon had on a shirt with cuffs last night, just with
Yeah.
jeans, you know, just casual.
It's just that little extra touch.
It's just a little touch, you're exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think men need to be able to wear more jewelry.
Absolutely. That has to be, like, well done.
Yeah.
You don't want to turn up looking like a little too blingy.
I don't know.
That
I
might
think
not
that's
be-
subjective. Terry's showing Simon all the ideas for the garden. It's so sweet. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. All these lovely people. Excuse me, what are you doing?
I am taking a few of the plants that are self-seeded from Terry and Ash's garden.
Do they know about this?
In the pathway.
Are you robbing Terry and Ash?
No, they do know about it.
Okay.
We have discussed it. I'm just not. I don't just go into people's gardens and
And
plunder
start nipping their plants.
their plants. This is a plant called lambsia.
Oh, I love these. The furry white ones, and they look silver in the light. I love these.
And then look over here. This is a mature one.
Oh, beautiful, with the flowers.
And those have self-seeded. The bees love them. They've stripped them already. And I'm helping them because I'm clearing up their path.
You're their new gardener.
I'm actually helping
Actually,
them.
wouldn't this be a beautiful place to be a gardener?
I think it's a gorgeous garden.
I think it is too.
For anyone who likes planting, you know, lots of gardens can be for lots of things, but for people who love planting flowers out and plants out, this is a lovely garden.
Well, I love formal gardens, and this just makes my heart sing. Absolutely.
Well, we'll see what we can do at home.
Yes, I
We
know.
don't have quite this
We don't have the
space.
symmetry, and so that's our real challenge. But we do have the stag.
We do
We've
have
got
the
our
stag.
marvelous stag.
And our fountain that's going to be brilliant when that's done.
Well, I think that where Terry and Ash have really outdone themselves is that so many chateaux already have a garden that just needs continued cultivating or revival, but they have not only released and discovered this incredible supporting wall, they've created the terraces, but this phenomenal formal garden, and they've done it in the space of a couple of years, which I find mind-blowing, and it's so very, very beautiful.
It's incredible. The work they've put in is amazing.
With dedication and imagination and a whole lot of hard work. Going to the chapel.
Yeah, here we go. Time for a wedding.
Somebody's gonna get married.
Yeah, it's looking for...
Beautiful location, isn't it?
Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast.
Okay, I've got to show everybody Anne's incredible outfit. So she is the mother of the groom, and look at this. She's wonderful. I'm so happy.
And
to
you
be
know
here.
Pierre from a long time.
I
now.
know. I see he's grown up and he's got the most beautiful bride. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
What a glorious day.
Press me to your heart. I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose.
It is all about the Chateau love.
Let them eat cake.
Cheers.
Cheers.